What's going on? What's going on? What it is, what it ain't, what it did it do. I'm gonna wait till some more people get in here before I talk about the topic, which is the Night of Champions, WWE, Rhea, Ryder, Saudi Arabia, that event, the pay-per-view event. What it is, what it ain't, what it did it do. What's up, what's up, what's up? Oh, man. What's going on, what's going on? What's up, what's up, what's up? Excuse the background. I'm outside trying to take a moment. Somebody's kid is crying for whatever reason. I feel the exact same way that kid does. I'm crying on the inside. I don't know what it is I just witnessed or what I watched, but yeah, I'm not happy at this event at all. But like I said, I'm gonna wait till more people, or at least somebody gets in here. I'm gonna start conversing about the live. So until that time arrives, you have to enjoy my face for the time being. But yeah. Again, everybody, what's going on? What it is, what it ain't. Oh, man. Hopefully everybody's weekend, last weekend in June, hopefully your weekend's going right. You found something to do. You're enjoying the weather wherever you are. Hopefully it's good. Sorry I sound so down, so blah. I'm not happy with this event in the slightest, in the least bit. Oh, man. I can't even begin to wrap my head around what I just witnessed. Again, what up? It's 6:21 Eastern Standard Time. What it is, what it ain't, what it did it do. What's up? I guess I'm gonna start picking better times to go live, but as of right now, I'm here, so it is what it is. Nobody in here yet, huh? That's cool. I'll sit here for a little while. What up? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Big Dog? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Ah, man. What's up? What's up? Oh, man. All right, I guess let me go ahead and start for real. Night of Champions, WWE pay-per-view event, Saudi Arabia. The results are as follows. First match was the King of the Ring finalists, Obafemi versus Jey Uso. Obafemi won. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, women's finalists for the Queen of the Ring. Io Sky won. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton won. Ricky Saints versus Trick Williams. Ricky Saints wins by way of DQ. He wins the match. However, he didn't pin the champion, Trick Williams, so Trick retains his title. Seth Rollins beat Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker, steel cage match. Seth Rollins won. Triple threat match for the Undisputed Championship. Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Gunther. Sami Zayn is your new Undisputed Champion. In the words of Cody Rhodes, what do you want to talk about? Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. This event was highly forgettable. Highly forgettable. Not going to hold you. I don't really have a lot to say in regards to it. Well, I do, but... man. Like I said, I'm going to wait till, somebody gets in here. A few people, however, whatever, and then we can go ahead and chop it up and talk about it. So, what ended up happening for this event, I'll go over a brief recap again. First and foremost, like, share, comment, follow. First match, we have Obafemi versus Jey Uso for the King of the Ring finals match. Decent match. I wish it would have went a little longer. Honestly, let me just start with this. I'm highly disappointed in this entire pay-per-view event. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to bullshit you. I am highly disappointed in this event. So back to what I was saying. The first match was the King of the Ring finalist match with Obafemi and Jey Uso. Decent match. Wish it would have went a little longer, but it was a decent match. Jay gave great offense. He was, pedal to the metal from pretty much start to finish of the match. He delivered at least 20 super kicks. He delivered at least 6 Uso splashes. Obafemi kicked out of it all. And then a controversial thing that I want to talk about. Jay, at some point in the match, Jay, got frustrated because, after the Uso splashes and the The super kicks didn't really work, and also the spears didn't work. He ended up trying to submit him in the same submission hold, you know, the headlock or the rear naked choke. He tried to put Oba in the exact same move, and it didn't work out well. It didn't work out well at all. The controversial part about it is Oba tapped. Technically, by the rules of WWE, Oba tapped. He tapped out. However, he was allowed to continue the match, and he gained this new level of strength. And then, you know, he did some flying shoulder tackle or flying shoulder strike or running shoulder uppercuts. You know, shout out to Cesaro in WWE, which is now Claudio in AEW. But, you know, he did a couple of those, and then he did the throwaway, you know, the tossing slam, and then he got revved up, you know, he pounded on his chest and everything, and then he ended up doing the fall from grace, and then he's your king of the ring, so he gets the option to choose which champion or which title he wants to go for in the king of the ring. Very controversial, like I said, because, you know, to me, Oba tapped out, but the match continued, and Oba ended up getting the victory. So I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line, when it comes to Monday Night Raw, they're going to play off of that. Next match, you have Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. This is the women's Queen of the Ring finalist match. It starts off with this horrible foreshadowing with Danhausen coming out, you know, in Saudi Arabia, and he's doing his thing where, you know, he's greeting the crowd, he's talking to everybody, he's stating, you know, he's so happy to be there, you know, thank you for having him. And then, you know, Liv Morgan comes out, spicy, full of attitude, and she's talking about, you know, Danhausen owes the Judgment Day money because of some agreement that they had that he didn't fulfill. He says he don't know what agreement that she's talking about or what she's talking about in regards to the money. Liv Morgan in Saudi Arabia slaps Danhausen. Slaps him. I'm surprised she didn't slap the makeup off him, but she slapped him pretty hard. He gets up and he does his famous thing where he's, you know, saying, "You are cursed." So he cursed Liv Morgan. Horrible foreshadowing. Usually when Danhausen curses somebody, something bad happens to them. And even though it was a good match between Io and Liv ends up losing the match, which in the sense now that she kind of should have lost the match because she's already the women's champion. And then also, you know, she hasn't even defended her own championship that she's carrying. So why would you win the Queen of the Ring final match so you can choose a champion of your choosing to go against when you're already the champion who's not defending your title? It was going on, Fred. But, you know, long story short, Liv ends up losing that match. Horrible foreshadowing. Danhausen comes out, and you already know when Danhausen comes out and tells somebody they're cursed, they're pretty much going to lose the said match. So she loses that match. Next match, which honestly is the best match of the entire night, Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker, as you can see right here. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, steel cage match. Awesome, awesome, awesome match. Seth Rollins ends up winning. More likely come Monday Night Raw, we're going to figure out what goes on with him, you know, moving forward. Since he won the match, I'm pretty sure he's going to be gunning for Roman, since Roman is now currently the World Heavyweight Champion. How you doing, Marie? But, yeah, pretty sure Seth Rollins is going to rekindle or refuel his rivalry with Roman to get the World Heavyweight Championship. Next, you have the Women's United States Championship match between Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Decent match. Interference by B-Fab and Michan. Chelsea Green comes out, since Chelsea Green is now Tiffany Stratton's wannabe best friend. She's doing everything in her power to, you know, suck up or kiss up or to just be next to Tiffany Stratton, since Chelsea Green used to be the Women's United States Champion. So that goes with that interference. And then try to throw the championship belt in the ring so Jay can use it to get a advantage. And Charlotte Flair comes out. She hits Jade with the belt. And then boom, bada bing. Tiffany Stratton hits her, as they say, the prettiest moonsault. And then she wins the match. Next, you have Ricky Saints versus Trick Williams for the Men's United States Championship. Little Yachty comes out with Trick Williams. Ricky Saints throws a kendo stick to Lil Yachty and fakes an injury. He falls to the ground. The referee kicks Lil Yachty out of the stadium, or where the case may be. Ricky Saints wins by way of DQ. But since he didn't pin the champion, he didn't make the champion submit, Trick Williams retains his title. Ricky Saints gets the W. Forgive me. I'm so underwhelmed by this event. I'm trying my best to have a little bit more energy, but I just can't. Bear with me. So, what's up, Bratty Brats? So, for that match, the Men's United States Championship match. So, for the Men's United States Championship match, Trick Williams retains his title. Ricky Saints wins the match. Next, we have the fatal three-way match. The fatal three-way match for the Undisputed Championship. This is where things get real complicated, I just don't like it. So, in this match, Cody Rhodes is the undisputed champion. In this match, this is a triple threat match. He doesn't have to be, pinned or submitted to lose his title. Decent match. And Sami Zayn. Oh, okay. Let me go back to the people who are in this match. For this match, this triple threat match for the Undisputed Championship, you have, as you can see right up here, you have Sami Zayn, you have Cody Rhodes, who is a champion, and you can't see because the picture cut off, Gunther. Decent match. Long story short, Sami Zayn wins. I don't know where we go from here, WWE. I really don't know where we go from here because Sami Zayn hasn't been built up. Sami Zayn, unfortunately, Agent X was going on. Unfortunately, Sami Zayn has been depicted and painted in, the WWE as a loser of sorts. He has this moniker as being the last good guy. He's never won, one of the heavyweight championships. He's never been, seen as the guy who can carry the company. But for some reason, whatever the reason, hey, Shalon. But for some reason, whatever the reason, he ends up winning the match. Cool. Great. However, whatever. He wins the match. What's going on, John? So he wins the match. The issue now is Obafemi won. So is Obafemi going to challenge Sami Zayn for the Undisputed Championship? He could. More likely, it'll be an easy championship to win, but it won't be entertaining. It's not going to boost ratings. It's not must-see TV. So now we have an issue as to where Obafemi has won the King of the Ring tournament, which means he has the choice, he has the right to pick whatever the next person he wants to wrestle or go against for a championship. It's already been foreshadowed that he's going to choose Roman Reigns, who is currently Raw's heavyweight champion. Seth Rollins, right there, has an ongoing feud with Roman Reigns. So now you have 2 people on top of everybody else who's already on the roster, not including LA Knight, who's gunning for Roman Reigns. So the issue is now we have all these people are gunning for just one championship. Mind you, there's 2 shows, 2 championships. Everybody's going for one championship. Make it make sense, WWE. Please make it make sense. So Triple H, Paul Levesque, you got some work to do. Because I don't care what you say, putting the title on Sami Zayn at this point in time, right before SummerSlam, terrible idea. And if for 1 second, if you think you're going to give Sami Zayn, right there, that guy, if you're going to give Sami Zayn the Undisputed Championship, which is the lead championship within the company on that brand, if you're going to give him that title and have him drop the said title in a couple of weeks, matter of fact, let me see, when is SummerSlam? It's sometime in August. So if you're going to have him lose or drop that championship in August in SummerSlam to Oba, then it was a waste of time giving that championship to Sami Zayn right there. What you could do, which I wouldn't suggest because it would be a waste of time, is if Gunther, the person who was also involved, not right here, that's Cody Rhodes. Like I said, you can't really see it. But if you put Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam, I guess it's a safe bet. I guess that's, you know, when you're playing spades and you don't know which really you got in your hand, you want to play it safe, you go board. So if WWE wants to go board for SummerSlam, and yes, all puns intended, bored, boring, if you want to go that way, hey, that's the safe bet, I guess. However, unless you about to just dig into your bag of tricks and creative's going to create something magnificent or spontaneous to make Sami Zayn's championship run legitimate, I'm all ears, I'm here for it, but I just don't see it. So again, the winners of tonight's pay-per-view event, we have right here, Seth Rollins defeats Braun Breaker in the cage match. Oba Femi defeats Jey Uso for the King of the Ring finalist match. Tiffany Stratton, she beat right here. You can't see it because it cut off, but Tiffany Stratton for the Women's United States Championship, she beat Jade Cargill. Ricky Saints, Trick Williams. Ricky Saints won. Since it was a DQ, Trick Williams keeps the title. Io Sky beat Liv Morgan for the women's Queen of the Ring finalist match. Oh, and also, ironically, when Io defeated Liv in this Queen of the Ring finalist match, she immediately chose to challenge Liv for her women's championship, which she absolutely should. You want to know why? Because, come a little closer, Liv hasn't defended her championship since she won it. So, guess what? We had them qualify. We had this match for the Queen of the Ring finalists, just for the finalists to have to go against each other again for SummerSlam. Lazy, disgusting, appalling. Tui. This is a bad pay-per-view all around. I would give more detail, but for what? It's just is what it is. So you're going to have a rematch of Io Sky and Liv Morgan for this championship at SummerSlam. Obi-Wan will have to wait to Monday Night Raw to see as to who he picks to go after for a championship. Sami Zayn won the Undisputed Championship match. Seth Rollins won the Steel Cage match. And there you have it. I wish I had more for you, but I really don't. I'm going to gain some energy, probably figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. And then I'm going to put all the energy that I wanted to put into this review, that I wanted to put towards, you know, just going live and talking about this event and being excited about, you know, wrestling. I'm going to have to put that energy into my review on the movie Strong with Chloe Bailey. And I guarantee a lot of you people, male, female, you're not going to like it, because, oh, baby, do I have some things to say about that movie, Strong. Decent movie, but did it shed some light and paint a narrative in regards to women? Oh, did it ever? And I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. When I do my review, it's truth, it's fact. Eat it. I don't want to hear it's entertainment. I don't want to hear none of that. We're going to get to the real nitty gritty. So by all means, you can thank WWE for also fueling me to want to go that hard on my Strong review. So again, as always, it's your host, Mayuri Uchiha, a.k.a. Jacob Uchiha, a.k.a. Kev, a.k.a. your best friend and your mother's favorite, Arrivederci. Always remember, income is the outcome. Till next time. Peace.